Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's show is 7 mistakes entrepreneurs should avoid. I talk about starting a side business or starting a business, the importance of being an entrepreneur, things like that a lot on this show. And often, maybe it sounds like it's super simple, but the truth is, being an entrepreneur, starting a side business or a full-time business, whether it's a retail business or a service business or whatever, is challenging. It can be very difficult. And while I give you a lot of framework on different shows about how to start these types of things, the truth is there's also some things that you need to avoid and mistakes that a lot of would-be entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs make. So today I'm going to go over 7 mistakes that entrepreneurs should avoid. Number 1 is starting without a plan. And if you're familiar with what I cover and what I teach and what I help clients with, you're familiar with my success goal system. And basically you use the exact same system whenever you start a business, whether it's a side business or a full-time business, whether it's a service business, a retail business, an online product business, an affiliate marketing business, information marketing business, coaching business, any type of business uses basically the same system as my success goal system. The first thing is coming up with a vision of what you want to happen. And that's what you're going to do when you start a business. You get a vision of where you want that business to be and what you want it to grow into. And then you set a goal. And at the beginning, maybe your goal was just to get your business up and running and into profit. And then you'll set a new goal about growth and things like that. But then the third step is the planning step. And that is as important as any of the other steps and more important than some. You should never start a business, any kind of business, without a plan. You need to have a plan. You need to know exactly what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, how you're going to sell your products or services, how you're going to get in front of your market, things like that. So you always need a plan. So the number 1 mistake entrepreneurs should avoid is starting without a plan. And number 2 is kind of the opposite, or kind of goes along with that. The number 2 mistake is not starting. Sometimes people will overanalyze and they'll get stuck in trying to make sure everything's perfect before they get started. The fact is, there comes a time when you just need to get started. You just need to sell something. So even though you do need to make sure that you start with a plan, you need to get started once you have a plan together. You get the best plan together you can, then you get started, you figure out how to sell something, and then you correct as you go along. One of the steps in my success goal system that you can use for starting a business is the evaluation and adjustment phase. So just get started. Don't wait. Get a plan together and get your business started. Number 3, using money instead of your mind and your work. So often people that want to start a business or are starting a business go out and try to get money, or they borrow money, or they go into debt. And they try to use money to cover up mistakes instead of using your mind and your hard work. Try to figure out how to get this business started and profitable without spending much money. Try to spend as little money as possible. What ways can you think of to work around not using money to cover mistakes and using hard work to advance instead of throwing money at a problem? I'm not saying you're never going to use money in your business, but once you learn how to work around and through problems using your mind and hard work, that makes you even more good at what you do, better at running the business, better at working the business and making profit once you have money to add to the mix. Number 4 is expecting big results without doing any work. So often when an entrepreneur gets an idea for a side business or a small business or whatever, they map this out in their mind and how it's going to grow and how it's going to be big and make millions or tens of millions of dollars and get sold to a bigger company, whatever, down the road. And that's all fine. But then they try to figure out ways to get these big results without doing the work required. You don't create a billion-dollar company without putting in a tremendous amount of work at the beginning and through the growth stage. So don't make the mistake of expecting big results without doing the required work. And this goes back to your planning stage, which I already talked about. But you need to get a realistic plan on exactly how much work and time it's going to take to grow the business to where your vision is, to where you want it to be. You need to get a realistic idea of the work you're going to have to invest and the time you're going to have to invest so that you don't create unrealistic expectations. Number 5, making the mistake that staying busy is the same as being productive. We're trained so often by society and also in a lot of jobs that you do for other people to always look like you're busy, always stay busy. But as an entrepreneur, when you're responsible for your own business and your own income, you've got to stop being busy and start being productive. A lot of people do busy work to keep from doing what they need to do, what they really need to do to start making sales and start bringing money into their business. So never make the mistake of staying busy instead of being productive. Being productive does require work and might require you to be busy. But identify the difference between staying busy and being productive. Focus on production. Focus on being productive and let the busy take care of itself. Number 6. The number 6 mistake entrepreneurs should avoid is doing everything alone. You do need to do a lot of things on your own at the beginning. The planning phase, the goal, the vision, things like that. Sometimes you can get a business off the ground alone, but it's very hard to build much of a business alone. And I'm not talking about going out and hiring employees right away or taking on a business partner. What I'm talking about is maybe talking to people that have experience when you're in your planning phase, bouncing your idea off potential customers. Hopefully you know who your target customers are before you get started, and you going out and talking to some of them to get some feedback on what you're doing, to see if you can get an idea of how successful you can be. It's hard to do everything alone, so don't make the mistake of trying to do everything by yourself. Look for where you need help and get some help. Number 7, focusing on your product or service over your customers or potential customers. A huge mistake that almost every entrepreneur falls into, especially their first time or two venturing into business, is focusing solely on their product or their service. They'll think, oh, everybody wants this or everybody needs this. Everybody's going to buy this. But you need to focus on who your customer is before you think too much about your product or service. Are you serving what your potential customers really want, really need? Are you solving a pain point for them? What are you offering them that they're not getting anywhere else? Why would they deal with your business instead of doing nothing or instead of dealing with one of your competitors? You need to be customer focused and instead of product or service focused. The more you focus on the customers that you're going to serve, the better chance you have of acquiring products and services that you can sell. So those are 7 big mistakes that entrepreneurs should avoid. I'll go over all 7 of them quickly again. Number 1, starting your business without a plan. When you start without a plan, it's very hard to reach your destination. You need to make sure you have a plan so you know where you're going and how to get there. Number 2, not starting. Overanalyzing things. Just get out there and sell something. See if you have a viable business. Number 3, using money instead of using your mind and your hard work. Number 4, expecting big results without doing the necessary work. Number 5, mistaking staying busy for being productive. Number 6, doing everything alone. And number 7, focusing on product over customers. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.